Welcome to another edition of MIW. I'm glad you can join me. And today we're going to talk about the book, the series I've been having, Be the A-Hole That Women Can't Resist by Corey Smith. I recommend you get the book. It's really good. It's like one-liners. It's not really like a book, like a story, like a lot of books are. But there's so many, how do I say, golden nuggets in there, good points that really are valuable for your interactions with women. So we will continue on what page are we on? Yeah, location 194, I think it is. Okay, he goes on to say, see, some of this is like out of context because it's just notes, so keep that in mind. This page just starts out, give me a real hug. It solidifies the bond, bro, talking about friends. Neighbors and sorority rising. Price is based on how much people are willing to pay, not its real inherent value. Perception is more important than reality. What people perceive you to be is much more important than what you really are. And the perception you have of other people is not necessarily the same perception that other people have of the same person. Your perception, your point of view, your frame of reference, your filters, which are everything that has happened to you during your life, how you view things. We view things through filters in our mind. If you grew up in a very dangerous environment, you may see the world through the filter that everything is dangerous. If you grew up in a great neighborhood where everything was safe, you will see the world more likely as a safe place, even though it's the same world. It really depends on what you were programmed with as you grew up, and the things that you've experienced, how you perceive them, how you reacted to them. For example, two people ride a roller coaster ride. For one person, it was the greatest thing he could ever experience. He can't wait to get back on. The other person gets sick, throws up, they hated it. Same experience, different perception. So your reality that you see and what someone else sees is never the same. I mean, you may both look at the same tree or car, but you will view it differently, and you will see it differently and perceive it differently. And perception is not only what you see, it's how you think or how you feel about what you see, what it means to you. I mean, like when I see a Ferrari, like I think it's an F-180, an F-80, F1, I love those cars, okay? I've had a couple of sports cars, had a couple of Lotuses. I love those cars. Now, someone else that sees that's not interested in cars, he just sees a car. He doesn't have the same perception of that car that I do. I just love to hear the sound of the motor. But everybody's perception is different. Same as when you're out there. A 10 to you may be a 4 to someone else. A 5 to you may be a 10 to someone else. It's talking in respects to girls on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay? Okay, why is day game better than night game? 0. Competition, more lone wolves, less blockers, incorporate into schedule saves time. That's like I don't really understand. I mean, I understand what he's talking about. He says day game is better because there's not as much competition, which is true. If you meet a girl in a grocery store, it's going to be a lot easier to talk to her, and there's no competition usually as compared to if you meet a girl in a nightclub. Okay? We're 18, we know what we want to do, but we have no idea how to accomplish it. Well, if you are 18 and you don't know what to do, find someone who has been there, who has been with a lot of women, who understands women, and they can teach you how to interact with women, because it's a skill like anything else. Okay? Everywhere you go, you will find excellent opportunities to meet women. Everywhere. Now, you don't have to, that doesn't necessarily you're going to find the next love of your life, which I would advise you to stay away from that. That's kind of like one-itis, or the one. Okay, but you're going to meet women that you can interact with and you can practice your skills with. Sometimes, as I've said before, it's better to practice them with people with girls or women that you're not really that interested in, okay? Okay, all you have to do is keep your eyes open and don't be a coward. What's the difference between a hero and a coward? Both of them have fear. But the hero faces his fear, he confronts his fear, he does what he's afraid of, and a coward runs away and lives another day. I guess you could say, but what kind of life is that? The life of regret, wishing you had done something that you didn't do. So, okay. One hack to press her emotional buttons is to talk super excited. Be excited about life. Be excited about something. Have a vision. Have a goal. Have a purpose in life besides getting women. Okay? And enthusiastic about a cool hobby of yours or ambitions. The English in this is kind of, it needed to be edited, I think. Vision. Those good emotions will transfer onto her. Her life may be depressing. She may be laying in bed half the day, being depressed or sleeping or whatever. You would never guess that, but I've gone out with some women who are like that. It takes a while for you to get to know them good enough to find out that they are depressed. Okay, it's almost a badge of honor in the States anymore for a girl to tell what kind of antidepressants she's taking or what kind of anxiety she's having or how she was abused by Uncle Tom when she was a kid. Okay. She desires to live vicariously through yours. So when you put too much focus on her, which I have done that in the past, it doesn't work. Because she wants to live through you. She doesn't want you living through her. But you have to get the right kind of girl. You have to have a girl that is interested in you first off. And she's interested in your life and your goals and your dreams and wants to support you in that. Not that you need her support, but she wants to encourage you and help you to achieve your dreams, because if you guys end up together, she will benefit from that, okay? She needs you to feel more. Let me see, next page. Come on. She needs you to fill more holes than just one. This is true metaphorically and literally. All people, or most people, have emptiness inside of them, and most people think they're going to meet someone that's going to fill that. That is a false, a false belief, because only you can fill any emptiness you have inside of yourself. And when you do that, people will come into your life that are also full and will be a complement to your life. A woman should only ever be a complement to your life, not your mission, not your purpose, not even close to your purpose. She should be second or third below several other things in your life. You put a woman first, and the clock's ticking, and soon you won't be with her. Okay? It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one most adaptable to change. You have to be able to adjust and change as you're speaking to a girl, depending on the kind of personality or situation or environment that you are in. Very important to be adaptable. You can have a plan, but usually, who was it? General MacArthur said he always had a plan, but it always went to hell. So you can have a plan to get started. That's a good idea, but that plan needs to be flexible. Men that were too slow to adapt based on the current situation did not have their genes continue to the next generation. It is imperative to be a fast learner in the game of life. I haven't been too fast of a learner on some things with women, but hey, if you get there, that's what's important. The more you do, the faster you learn. Women are drawn to status, power, and wealth. So men play power games, mind games, and perception games. Whatever the nature of the woman is, and whatever the current conditions of the sexual marketplace is, men improvise, adapt, and play the game accordingly. Be resourceful. Now he said women are drawn to status, power. You notice he said power and wealth. He said power before wealth, because in our society, wealth connotates money. But that doesn't always mean money. Wealth can mean many things. It usually does mean money, but a wealthy person, that comes from an old English word. I think the word was wheel, which means, what doesn't mean to have, to be prosperous, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have a lot of money. A lot of times people think women are attracted to men with money. Well, there are gold diggers, of course, but you don't want those kind of women. Usually a woman is attracted to a man with money because of the type of person that it takes to make that money. It's not necessarily the money, because a man like that can go broke. I've lost everything 2 or 3 times, 4 maybe, but I gain it back because I have wealth inside of me, in my consciousness. That is what is important. Okay? Her mind is a machine running female psychology X's. Female psychology X's. I'm not sure what that means. He operates based on the laws of the nature of the female mind. When you understand how women think and feel, then you can use deception to change how she thinks and press emotional buttons to change how she feels. The sexual marketplace is not fair. Don't be honorable and do the right thing, because I guarantee you she's not going to do the right thing. I'm not telling you to be deceptive, but don't go open up to her thinking if you share everything about yourself that she's going to appreciate that and respect you for that, because she's not. She wants to uncover the mystery. So when she asks you a question, sometimes it's best not to answer. Make a joke. If she says, hey, where are you from? Well, I'm from a lot of places. I used to live in Italy, for example. Although you may not be living in Italy now. They like that. They want to wonder about you. They don't want to know everything about you right away. Okay, remember that. And that's the end for today. I hope this has been of value to you. Smash that like button and subscribe. And if you have a friend, share this with a friend if you think it'll be of help to them. And I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Be cool, man.